Our group decided to research this topic because we found the lack of women representation in top leadership roles to be quite troubling. There's very few leaders that are women in executive, director, presidential roles compared to men. The recent statistics said that only 3.8 of Fortune 500's top executives were women, and the rest were all men. And that also comes with a huge pay gap as well between men and women on average. And we think that this really affects the representation of women. It really affects the decisions that are being made without women in the room. And so we also think that this affects the women that are in the room. They're the minority in there. They have to fight harder to be taken seriously. They have to fight harder to be heard. And so we were just really interested in doing some research on these women that are at the top. What are they doing well? How can we encourage more women to get into leadership roles and get that respect that they deserve just as much as men? With our research, we're aiming to identify successful and effective women leaders and see what characteristics they have. And if these differ, then men's characteristics that they have for their leadership roles as well. We're also going to be using pre-existing research where we're going to be focusing on gender differences, effects of gender and leadership and the relationship between the two, and also distinctives of female leaders in particular. We also brought in our own qualitative research where we are doing interviews with effective female leaders in our own lives and understanding a bit about where they're coming from and what characteristics they hold that make them do their job well. It's our hope that with all of this research, we can better understand what is holding women back from these leaderships and find tangible, teachable ways that we can push women to be further up than where they currently are.